So for Minuet 2, we have 3 things we need to do before we start. The first is to make sure that we're playing the first chord, which is a chord we find in etude, with stopped bows, so we make sure we have clean string crossings. So the chord I'm talking about is that. Specifically the first 4 notes, but there's a whole lot of string crossings in there, so we want to practice it like... Again, it's... Then the next thing we want to do is to review or learn triplet twinkle, and this will prepare us for, well, the triplets in Minuet 2. So the twinkle variation goes... And finally, the third thing that we want to do is to do a fun little exercise to see how many triplets we can do in one bow. So we're just going to do this up bow, and we're going to take the notes of the triplets in Minuet 2, either or, either one is fine, and we're just going to see how many we can play in one bow. So I'm going to do the E string version for you. This is what it's supposed to sound and look like. Alright, so I was able to get 15 in there. So we want to use a really tiny, minuscule amount of bow for each triplet. So have a contest with yourself and see how many of those you can do in one up bow. I think my record is something like 22 or 24, something like that. So on a smaller bow, you might not get that much, but see how many you can get.